That's a bad start. That's a really bad start. I can do better. I can do a better start than that. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, this is the 102 category, which means trying to beat the game as fast as possible while also doing pretty poorly on the first level, but so the goal is to beat it as fast as possible while also getting all the bonus coins, bonus levels, all that jazz. Get to the Lost World and get the true ending of the game. Boom. Go. Not too bad. Not too bad of a start. There's a way you can do like a charge up, and I have not yet figured out how to do that yet. Yeah. Could have done a goal swap. Could I have done a goal swap? Not sure I could have done a goal swap there. Rope climbing is not something I am... Well, that was not bad at the end there. It's not something I'm very good at. That's not the bonus, is it? No, I did the same. Made the same mistake last time. That kind of screws up my Kong order. Not too bad though. Not great. Dixie is not as quick on ropes as Diddy is. That also kind of hurts me there. Like I said, I'm not very good at this. Pretty bad time on that one. Ah, really? Did I seriously just do that? I don't think there's a way I can get back up there. Maybe there is. Yep, there we go. Yeah. I didn't even have the Alright, so not a great start to the run, but I'm not really sure on this level if it's faster to do this bonus first. If it's faster to do this bonus and then because there's three things you got to kind of do in this one right at the beginning, right? You've got the DK. Okay, well, you got the DK coin. You've got the warp. You've got the bonus. All right, and then you go back in to get the last bonus, which is at the end of the level. So I'm not really sure, like, which route is actually faster. Oh, what the heck? There we go. I didn't think that was close enough to hit, but apparently it was. Forgot what bonus I was in. Looked away for a split second, forgot what bonus I was in. I still can't get the start selects very quick. Alright. So you'll see me in this first bit going into, other than Cranky's location, I'll be going into all of those, all of the Helper Kong areas. Didn't get it. The reasoning behind that is because... I go get guard first. The reasoning for that is because in order to get the 102%, the last percentages, you have to... need to memorize these bonuses better. But in order to get like the last bit of percentages, you have to visit each of the members of the Kong family at least once. Nope. I couldn't get Luckjaw, which there's a trick where if you get, so it's got something to do with getting the jump just right. Your girlfriend. If you get the jump just right after that roll, you can actually jump directly into that warp barrel, and then you would go back in and do the stuff that I did with On Guard. But I'm not good at that, so. First world utilizes a lot of the warps. I mean, you see what I'm going to do in this level is I'm going to go back through the warp because it's actually faster for me to go back through the warp and then jump down, basically fall down through the level. Oh. I always forget that there's a platform over there. But yeah, it's basically faster to fall down through the level after warping to the top to the end than it is to actually climb up the level. This was not a good bonus. That's where that is. We'll just fall straight down. Fall straight down some more. Missed the bonus. I would have to have a near perfect crow in order to like match my sum of bests. Now with all bosses in the game, I'm gonna want to beat them with, I'm gonna want to end the fight with Dixie in the lead. She's got a shorter fanfare than Diddy does. Okay, one fake. Only one so far. Nope. So, a lot of fakes. A lot of fakes. So, pretty bad. Pretty rough start. A lot of mess ups in World 1, but that's okay. Like I said, this isn't... I'm not too worried about getting a better run per se. The main focus of this is just to get to Fiery Furnace, to test the cartridge to make sure it is in fact a 1.0, because if it's not a 1.0, then I'm not playing on the right version anyway for 102. There's my... There is a way that you can do it. I screwed it up. This bonus can be done so that you bounce. The ideal is to bounce on each one of those crockheads once. And I failed miserably at that. Ah, missed. So you can dismount there because this bonus requires Squitter. So they'll just give you a new one. I probably shouldn't have dismounted there because Squitter makes this next bit. Doesn't really matter because it's just just becomes a Kong throw up into that barrel, and then I get another Squitter again. So, because again, we get Squitter levels, and we give him the Yoshi treatment. But he was sitting there safely on the platform, on the edge of the thing. Go. So we can't go to Clubba yet. We gotta wait. Alright, this was a level that I was doing a lot of practice on for a new trick. And I don't understand why, but I can't always get the trick to work. There's a big boy jump that you can do that allows you to basically get into a warp barrel faster. And unfortunately for me, I just screwed it up. Alright, it's fine, no big deal. So, you see there's a warp barrel right there. There's a way you can do a big boy jump, which hopefully I'll get the next time I have to do this, because I'm going to do it twice. But with the big boy, the idea is that, and I've already screwed it up. You can get a big jump off of team throwing the other Kong into an enemy, and then you hold the jump button right away. After it destroys the enemy and the Kong is coming back to you, it's somewhat precise on the timing. But if you do it right, you get much more height, and it allows you to skip some stuff. Oh, I just rolled back in the same bonus barrel. Stupid. This is a level I know I have some issues with because the fall back down as I proceed to jump in the same bonus multiple times because I keep misjudging the distance to it. There's a precise path that you need to fall down, and I am bad at it because I think it's now I'm not sure I'm going to be able to actually perform it. There it is. So I wasn't too far off, actually. I just didn't go far enough. So the reason why, like in this level, for example, this is one of a handful of levels where, actually, first we're going to go to Clubhouse. This is the first part of the 102 run where we start doing the bonus, or the Lost World levels. All the Lost World levels have a theme. Obviously, they're much harder than the standard levels in the game. A lot of stuff like that. This one does cause me to get screwed up a lot, so I know I have room for improvement in this level. Honestly, my overall splits for this world need some improvement. This is one of the, you'll notice there's a lot of times the game likes to have those barrels, or those or this level likes to have those tires going over spikes. A lot of times I mistime the jump and I end up losing a Kong, or dying in the level, and that's what always ends up getting me, is I end up, you know, mistiming a jump or something. This is the first spot where I tend to mistime the jump here. Got a little bit better there, so that's good. A lot of times I end up missing that jump. This is another one where I tend to screw it up. So I'm doing a lot better. This one's not too bad, it's just a matter of waiting for the tire to spawn. This is the other one that I screw up a lot. Yep. And as you can see, my timing was just off. Take you with me. I don't need you. That wasn't too bad. No, that was deathless, or yeah, that was deathless in that level, so I'm not too disappointed by that. I think that's actually, this is definitely a slower route. Like, I think the optimal route there is that you actually just skip hitting Clapper on that first section, and you just jump into the middle section where that gentleman, can't think of his name. This level has a fair amount of lag in it, I've noticed, especially in that section. I'm sure there's ways to eliminate some of that lag, I just don't know them. Like I said, this is my first speedrun game ever. This is the first time I've ever attempted speedrunning. This is a game I grew up with as a kid, and I figured, well, you know, I like this game so much, you know, it was a big part of my childhood that if I was going to learn how to speedrun, I decided years and years ago that if I was going to learn how to speedrun, this was going to be the game that I was going to do it with. So that's why I chose this game. And I'm also a crazy person. I like 100%ing stuff, so that's why I go with why I chose the 102 category. Yeah, this swimming is not optimal. Alright, so I gotta hit Clapper, swim down here, there's an invincibility barrel, grab the DK coin, we hit this, roll through you, hit that. Alright, Red Hot Ride. I wanna say this one has a... Oh yeah, that's right, I remember where it is, yep. So there is a... This level does have, it's another one of the ones that has a skip, or a developer intended warp. Right about here, I think. Where are you? Yeah, it's directly above that column. You have to get a little bit of height to get it, but I'm sure better players can get it a lot faster than I do. And then you just wrong swap there. Bada bing, bada boom. We go back in, and now we're gonna go get the actual bonuses and the DK coin. So Rambi is in this level. We're gonna be using him a fair bit. In fact, we're gonna use him right now. Oh, yeah, there we go. The more optimal strat is to use a charge up there, but because you can actually use Rambi to go pretty darn quick over all of these, and with some precisely timed Rambi double jumps, you can skip whole sections. Like, I think this whole section you can kind of you can fly over and I think get to that balloon there where the I think this is a Crusher or something. I can't remember what those guys are called. You can basically get to him, and then I'm charging up a charge attack because right there's a bonus. That's the first, the only bonus. I think it might be the only bonus in the level. Because then the other thing is the DK coin. That's the other important thing in this. Yeah, so then we're done with Rambi. Yep, there's a second bonus, right? This is the one directly below the save barrel. And this one's a collect the stars. Come on. Not optimal, but I'm not really sure what the optimal strat is supposed to be there. So, all right. So now we need to keep this DK barrel to get the DK coin. So I'm not holding Y at all, and the coin is kind of cleverly hidden, honestly, right here, directly above. All right. So now we come to Squawk's Shaft. This one is another one of those levels that has a warp. And this one I think can get people a little bit sometimes because you end up at the end of the level and you want to mash A to go back in, but the game automatically progresses you to the boss fight for this world, and you don't, that ends up screwing people up a lot of times. So this is one of the levels where we use, let's see if I can actually, I did that wrong. Okay. So I screwed up that big boy, but there is a big boy there that basically allows you to skip this little sequence around these bees to get to that bonus barrel. I haven't practiced that big boy. I only just recently learned it. So this bonus is not one that involves any luck. Unlike the one from the third level of the game, that one always has the coin spawn in that barrel, or in that location, not here. What am I doing? Go up. Oh, that is not what I wanted to have happen. There's the bonus. That's where the bonus is at, I believe. I need to get a Kong, though. I'm going to be able to do that. Excuse me. Oh yeah, because it squawks. Or a cheat way and just go up from above. So, that worked. This bonus is basically just go straight up. Like... I almost start selected out. That would have been very bad. Definitely don't want to start select out at this point. Yep. So now we get squawks, the namesake of the level. Yeah, there's a way that, had I done that more properly, you can actually shoot the hook. You can shoot the guy's hook, and then... Now you may be wondering why am I not getting the DK coin? Well, once I spawn out of the level, or once I spawn out of the bonus, I will spawn on top of that DK coin. So there's no real reason to, I don't think, to get it. I guess technically speaking, you know, going out of there is a little bit slower. All right, so this boss I screwed up a lot on some of my other runs. There is a skip that I am not confident enough that I will go for, so I'm not going to go for it. There's a skip with Dixie where basically you can fly over the lava pit arena. You basically hop up here, and then you can hover over the arena, and you can save a few. You can save a few seconds of time by doing it, but. And some of these hooks sometimes are a little finicky with their hitboxes and all. I have had them screw me over before on runs where I was basically at a good pace, and you know, next thing I know, all right, that was a solid world too. Yeah, that was a huge. Good savings on World 2, so pretty happy with that. Alright, Crumb Quay. So the gimmick of this level is those barrels there that you saw that you can change direction to fire them. And oh hey, our buddy Ramby's here. That was a little ballsy on my part, and I should not have done that. Yeah, there are some skips like you saw there, you know, just not following the developer intended path. Alright, so Ramby's needed for the DK coin because he's got it somehow. And now we're gonna follow this fine gentleman. Cloak. They're called cloaks. And kill him with what he throws at us so that we can get into the bonus. This bonus is pretty straightforward. Kill the enemies, done. Because the rest of this level is just going to be some basic platforming, nothing too crazy. I know that the people who are good at this game can trigger like a super jump back there somewhere. I don't know how it's done. I haven't practiced it at all. But basically they can then fly over that next section and get directly into this bonus barrel, which this is another one where, you know, they intend for you to follow a route, but you can kind of cheat it a little bit to save a little bit of time. And it takes you straight to the end of the level. And that's level 1 down. Glimmers. This is one that we're going to be re-entering. So in with Glimmer's Galleon, we have our lovely fish friend Glimmer, who is a light fish. Just holds a nice light for us, kind of like what Squawks did in DKC1. This was before people realized that seizures were a thing caused by bright flashing lights. Because that's probably what's... There's going to be a bit of flashing lights here. I apologize in advance. My movement through this level is far from optimal. So there's going to be a lot of times where I'm basically, you know, going backwards a little bit, you know, or, you know, moving the Kong, you know, changing the Kong's direction as I'm making a lot of mistakes already, just getting hit more than I should be. If I can just make this, if I can just do this whole run deathless. Oh, that's what I was concerned about. I wasn't sure if that spike was going to, or that the spike from that puffer fish was going to despawn or not. Sure enough, I'm glad I went with my gut because it didn't despawn. Go low, low. Go away, Lockjaw, come on. Come away. Alright. Though, there's bonus levels towards the end. There's a bonus level at the beginning of the level that's very similar to this one, where effectively you're swimming through, I don't know what I'm doing. Nope. I'm making a lot of mistakes is what I'm doing. But you're basically swimming through a maze in the dark. This one you get glimmer for, the other one you don't. So it's completely pitch black in the dark. And the reason why we do it this way is there's some other stuff with that bonus at the beginning. That's where the DK coin is as well. So it's better for us just to beat the level and then go back in so we can start select out of the level and saves us time in the long haul. Oh. I didn't have a airborne state saved. Okay, so we're gonna go up. You follow the path, and boom, there's a second bonus. Again, it's the same kind of thing, except it's a barrel maze in the dark, and I am bad at memorization. Well, no, I haven't. It's like I'm not bad at it per se. I just haven't put in the time to have it all memorized, to have this whole maze memorized. I need to sit down. If I'm gonna ever get to my goal of sub 2 hours, I'm gonna have to sit down and spend a lot of time memorizing that kind of stuff. And then right up here is the DK coin. Now we're gonna go to Crockhead. Crockhead Clamber, which I almost always make that mistake. That was interesting. So I got blocked there by the ledge. That's not good. But that's okay. Not a huge deal. So the reason why we're going back here is because through this nasty precise oh, now I'm really in trouble. But through that precision area, there we go. Through this whole precision area back here of jumps, I'm grabbing that 1-up, by the way, just because I don't want to. There's that. That's what's back there. The DK coin. So this is kind of where the difficulty of the game does start to pick up a bit. In comparison, like the early worlds, as I'm continually making mistakes, the early worlds are easier. And also, you know, if I was a better player, it was a little too low. Or was a little too high. I wasn't high enough. Yeah, it was a little too low to be able to make that jump happen. Yep, so you can skip a zinger there. It's a little scary. Alright. Now if you notice there's a squitter sign there, we're gonna get squitter in this bonus. This is a destroy all the enemies, and we get to have our lovely buddy squitter. And something actually interesting happens in this level. If you'll get a technicolored coin there. That is because the game did not unload Squitter properly. Because you didn't despawn him with the sign, the game gets a little, like, his graphics are still loaded, and so those, that color is coming from Squitter's color palette, basically, is what's happening there. That's my understanding, at least. Someone who's more knowledgeable can probably correct me on that, but the ideal thing for movement in this level, I've been told... Oh, come on. There we go. Is to, like, roll off the crockheads. Alright. Why'd I go up here? I don't have a Kong. So this is Rattle Battle. We play the entire level as Rattly. Rattly is a new animal buddy that was introduced in this game, and he's really good at vertical movement, being a snake that's literally designed to look like a spring. Not so good at horizontal. He's not nearly as good at horizontal movement as he is at vertical movement. So... Alright, so here's a tough little area. The DK coin's hidden back in there. As a kid, I swear, I always struggled with that jump. Like, I knew the coin was there, because I had gotten it maybe once or twice or something. I can't remember how I found it, actually, the first time. It might have been a situation like I had the book, the Nintendo Power Guide for the game. And that's how I found it. So, good speedrunners who are not me, do this a lot faster without ever using the charge up jump that Rattly has. There's a technique called the Rattly double jump that I have no earthly clue how to do properly. I'm still learning. I'm still very much. I didn't get a jump off the barrel. I didn't get a full hop off that barrel, so that was not ideal. What's bummer is that's close to the end. I don't think I can make that. Oh, I didn't get the end. I think that's the end of the level. So some of the end of the levels there, they'll have a hidden... Oh wait, I gotta go down. They'll have a hidden Kong barrel, which is kind of nice, so I'll use that a lot to when I screw up, because inevitably I do, a lot. To get back the Kong that I lost from being stupid. Alright, I'm gonna shut that guy up. Because he's come down here and screwed me up a lot in the past. Ooh. A little close for comfort. Alright. And see, that's a cheap shot. Yeah. You can jump over his little claw thing. Yeah, we ain't gonna worry about that. Alright. Not too worried about losing Dixie because of the fact that she's right there. Yeah. See, like, he takes a hot minute to fall down, and he doesn't always fall down. It's kind of annoying. A little too fast, so I couldn't see what I was doing. Alright. So unfortunately, I didn't want to kill all those enemies with this. Now I'm gonna have to find another enemy. I got the hit, but I didn't get the jump. So as you saw, that crate there had the cannonball that we needed. That's for the bonus. The bonus in this level is kind of annoying. Now I'm trying to blitz a little bit. So I'm gonna take this a little bit differently there. If I can do that. It's kind of unfortunate because I did want to have Dixie for this bonus. But that's okay. It's a fairly simple bonus, but playing on the 1.0 version, if you actually do it a little bit, I've been told that if you do it a little bit too quick, you can actually die due to the screen scroll. The screen scroll in the 1.0 for straight down fall. Oh, that was bad. The screen scroll when you're falling, you can actually fall a little bit too fast and die as a result of it. See if I can this section. Nope. Well. I'm making a lot of mistakes at this point, but since we did get the bonus, it's just now a matter of making my way back down to the end of the level and reattempting this section. There we go. This section isn't too bad, especially when you have Dixie and bada bing bada boom. All right, slime climb. Another level that has tricks in it that I wish I knew what they were so I could utilize them. I wish I knew better how they work, I should say. Because like I know of the tricks, it's just a lot of them I don't know, I don't fully understand how they work to be able to fully grasp the tricks. Oh wait, isn't there a, yeah, I thought there was. This just shoots me up, skip a whole section. This shoots me across the level to the bonus, or to the star. You can't roll into him fast enough with Dixie. Diddy can, if you get a roll, you start the roll right away. That's the intended way to get to this bonus. The more, I guess, what you would call unintended way is to utilize a super jump where, you know, you do a Kong swap in the water and then you jump and some stuff happens and I don't fully understand it. But So it's unfortunate that I lost Dixie. That could be problematic. Oh, shoot. Not even know that was possible. Alright, there we go. I hope everybody's doing well this lovely, lovely Saturday. Watching me fail miserably at this game. Go. Pretty straightforward and simple bonus. Huh. Yep, so this is needed to actually get the... and see, I screwed up. I wasn't supposed to get in that barrel. I was supposed to go straight in the water, swim around to the back, get the DK coin. I'm gonna have to go back into this level and do it again, which kind of slows me down a bit. I think I was on a pretty good pace. We are still going to use all of the skip barrels here. I'm not really worried about that. You can see that when Dixie took control, there was a little bit of a splash animation, like she was splashing out of the water. I think that's part of what's involved with the super jump stuff. I'm not 100% positive. Most of the time, these bonuses, though, don't take you that much farther in the level. I don't think it is actually possible for me to get it, but we're gonna daggone well try. We can get him over there. Nope. I needed the other Kong to be able to get to the invincibility barrel. See, as I was saying, you can't get to that invincibility barrel using Dixie by just rolling into the guy, unfortunately. Not what I want to have happen. Alright, so I may take the bonus and then just take a death in the bonus. Ow, I tried to jump out and I didn't. Oh, and this is where I lose pretty much all the time that I just saved. Why did my Xbox just turn on? That was random. There we go. Keep on misjudging the jump. Don't get hit by that bee again. For the umpteen zillionth time. Picking up barrels I don't want to pick up and there we go. Alright. Now for Bramble Blast. It's the last bonus, or this is the last level of this world. And as you can see, it's all about shooting out of barrels. lot of what this level is also about is quick shots, which, as you can tell, I'm not very good at, but basically there's a short frame window in which you can fire out of a barrel in the direction that it's facing when you first enter it. Like I said, I'm not stellar at it. I'm not very good at it at all. Ah, and I just went back into the bonus because I'm trying to do it a little bit too quickly. That was bad. There's a couple of small time saves, like right there. And rather than going through the barrel maze over there, this is where I want to go, though. Nope, that's not where I wanted to go. I think you can like force damage boosts in this. I want to say there's like a force damage boost you can do in that area. So this is there's a small little box section to get the DK coin. And there's also a bonus at the end of this little section. Squawks' hitbox is a little weird because the hitbox is just Squawks. It's not actually the Kongs underneath. So you'll see, like, I'll have the Kongs basically sitting on the brambles. And they won't take any damage. Alright, so now we go to Cudgel. Relative to our friend who lets us into the Lost World. And the caveat with this fight is that when he lands on the ground, he hurts you. Or he can stun you. Ah, that was a bad. To turn my watch on Do Not Disturb. So I can focus on the run. So, yep, see, as you can see right there, oh, that could have killed me. Probably should have. If you throw the barrel too quickly, he kind of just ignores it. It doesn't actually hurt him. And if you jump too soon, like if you still are on the ground, sometimes when the screen is shaking, you'll get stunned, even though you weren't on the ground when he landed, which I think is bull, but. See, I was too close to him when I got ready to throw that barrel, and so as a result, I didn't. He just swatted the barrel out of my hands. So, lost a ton of time in World 2. Which I'm not even confident I got everything. Nope, I did not. I've already missed a bonus in Kremque, and I'm not really sure. Wasn't in Glimmers, wasn't there. It was in Rattle Battle, because I didn't go back. That's right. Yep. And I still can't, because I can't reach it. I have to get a Kong, which means I'm doing, yeah, so. Let's see, don't I have an undo? Isn't it like 7 is undo? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so this is going to be a pretty bad run. Wasn't quick enough. Alright, so I'm gonna hit it there. Because now I can go to Crazy Kremland. Alright. So climbing honey is not super easy. I'll go ahead and say that. The honey sometimes, a lot of times, doesn't want to let go of you. Or the Kongs don't want to get off of it. Who's texting me? Did I just go back in the same one? Yeah, I did. But I am kind of happy because I think I definitely did cut down a lot of time on World 2, so I'm still happy about that. Dropped, well, thought I dropped my summer best, but yeah, the honey is really freaking annoying because you can't, obviously it's honey, it's sticky. Although there are some odd properties with it, like I think if you're teamed up, you can run on it just fine, which is weird. I'm not thinking of where I'm supposed to be, yep. Oh, I thought I was in a different spot. Yeah. Almost screwed that up because Squitter didn't want to shoot. I need to keep Squitter through all this, because he is needed to go down here so that I can get... Yeah, so like I said there, There we go. So there's that bonus. There we go. Not exactly a fast entry into that bonus either, but... Come on. Seriously? Yeah, sometimes you can do the platforms a little bit too high and then you won't be able to jump up to them. that was bad. I should have dismounted. God, I am doing poorly at this section. At this point in the game. The bad thing is I'm now in this part without Squitter. I'm not used to doing that. Not used to doing this part of the level without Squitter, so I expect some screw-ups on my part. But we've already gotten the DK coin, so it's just now a matter of getting to the end of the level. I don't care about that idiot. Already got the DK coin and that most of the bonuses. There's one more. What the heck? That doesn't save a ton, but wow. Yeah, I mean, we would have lost Squitter here anyway. Did I forget a bonus or something? I feel like I forgot one. Oh, what's up, Chris? How's it going, man? Did I forget a bonus there? No, I didn't. Weird. So I just screwed up right at the end. Alright. Yay, auto-scrollers. Who doesn't like an auto-scroller? I don't know. I personally like these levels, personally. I like the skull coaster levels myself. Not much that you can do in them. You just kind of wait. This one's all about timing the jumps properly. This is one of the level I know people say they screw up on when they switch back and forth between any percent and 102 because of this bonus right here. They'll, in their head, they'll be like, oh, I gotta jump into this bonus barrel when they're doing, if they switch from, if they were just doing any percent, or if they were just doing 102 and they switched back to any percent. I haven't had that yet because I'm gonna eventually do any percent runs, but I wanted to get a good time. I wanted to be happy with my time on 102 before I did any percent, so. Yep. And DK coin. Yep. This time we're gonna follow this dum-dum a little bit. Get to a bonus. I think this is the slow. Yeah, so you start out with one jump, and then the next one's two jumps, and then three jumps. 1, 2, and 3, and then finally 4 jumps in a row. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bada bing, bada boom. There's the G. Last section, we gotta jump over the B for that one. Bounce on some zingers, jump in between 2 Bs there. Jump down low to get that one. And there's a trick there called swag balloon that I am not attempting. I pretty much always miss it. So, thought I had a airborne state, but. Alright, Bramble Scramble. This is there's no getting around it. This is a tough level. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said before, the weird thing about Squawks is that his hitbox is just Squawks itself, not the Kongs. But when it comes to collecting the stars in these challenges, the Kongs do count towards that hitbox, which is weird. Like, you know, you can, the Kongs as part of the hitbox can pick up stuff, but they can't. They're not part of the you get damage from this hitbox, which do that every time. That bee catches me off guard almost every time. I mean, fortunately, it's not a big deal. There's a Kong barrel right there. Get him. Don't need to do anything there. Now they're gonna switch to having. A little too slow. Kill that idiot because I don't like him. Alright, so then the next one, the next bonus. Oh, did I screw it up? We get to be our good friend Squitter here. Get to that. Didn't think I was gonna make the jump, so I pulled back. Forgot about that. Forgot there was a DK barrel there, so it wasn't a huge deal. Taking damage there. If I was a little bit faster, I could have beat this. I think it's... I'm not 100% sure if it's possible to actually beat that ring of bees. This one I don't think is possible. This one you have to kind of wait on. And it's kind of a good thing because you got to go all the way around them. Then you can kind of speed through the idiots. Alright, now this is something that always ends up happening to me on this particular... Something that always happens to me on that, and I was glad it didn't happen this time around. There's a weird glitch that tends to happen to me whenever I do a Kong swap with Dixie in the back. Damn it. That where for some reason she gets stuck into some weird state where she's not scrolled over far enough for the level to end, so she kind of just staying there running at the edge of the screen until the screen finally scrolls enough to let them run off screen. And I end up losing like 5 or 6 seconds or something like that on it every time. Go. This is one of my favorite auto-scrollers of the run. Rickety Race. You basically get to go to breakneck speed and just get to plow through everything and destroy them. The first couple of racers, you can just plow right into their backside and they die. Later on in the level, you will actually have to jump on them to actually get them to die. And you notice, the first couple it was a banana. Now these next couple it's a bunch of bananas that they drop. The guy who's in first place drops our DK coin. If that guy had the N, I'm already in third. Then we have this guy up here who can, if you don't kill him right away like that, you can get caught up in that area right there. Yeah, there we go. And up, down, and boom, done. You can kind of get caught up on those jumps and a lot of times end up dying on the jumps. That was a nice clean rickety race. This is the first opportunity we get to go to Cranky's, so we'll go ahead and get that off for the percentage completion. And now we have Mudhole. Mud hole, it's just a tough level. I think this is a DK. Nope, this isn't the one that's the DK barrel. So at one point, there is one of those that there's a DK barrel in it. Must be this one. Yep, and then the hidden. All right. I really need to watch some, watch and practice the more optimal runs. But like I said earlier on, the main purpose. Oh well, so much for that DK barrel that I needed. The main purpose of this run was not necessarily to get a better time. It was mainly for me to test out this cartridge just to make sure that it is in fact a 102 cartridge. Excuse me, gentlemen. Ooh. Hey. This guy is being butt. Being rude. How wooed. Alright. Out of my way. Alright. Ah. Bye. Adios. There we go. DK coin in that level can be brutal because if you miss it, you gotta play the whole level all over again to get it. There is another level, Web Woods, that's the same way. That can also be rough. Clobber Carnage. Clobbers are the annoying barrel enemies right there. I just killed 2 of them. And then this killed another one. So there's actually multiple different types of clobbers in the game. As you can see there. That one likes to screw me over. So you have the green ones that are just barrels that bump into you. You have the yellow ones that will actually steal a bunch of bananas from you. And then you have there are some other ones that are like explosive. There's one that's, there's one that's a TNT barrel, quite literally. Good lord. I don't care for this level. Like, this is one of the more annoying levels in the game, in my opinion. Just because the clobbers are just so freaking annoying. Ooh. Alright. Yep, you see that red, black one right there? Yep. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, the black one, I don't know what the heck was going on with that screen scroll there. But those guys are the ones that can steal whole life from you. Alright, so we made the midway. Yep, and see there's the explosive ones. Yeah, so the next section of this is basically going to be, we're going to be riding in this rotating barrel for quite a long time. Unfortunately, Dixie's not in front, so... I love it how somehow that hit that, but it hit the one in the back, not the one in the front. I really should have had Dixie in the front because Diddy is needed. He is required. Well, if you don't have both Kongs, he is required to be able to get into the bonus at the end of the level. Dixie in front. These guys are known as the gatekeepers. Okay. So this is what I was referring to is Diddy is required because in order to get to that bonus barrel, you either need to do a team up throw or you need to have Diddy to be able to go into that barrel. This bonus is not too hard. It's just, you know, run through, kill all the bees. So, pretty straightforward. And it shoots you back into there, which I'm going to opt out of. Alright, so now back to Crazy Kremland. We have Ramby Rumble and then the boss. So, the Ramby Rumble here is another level where if I can get the big boy, it's gonna save me quite a bit of time. Right here. And I didn't get it. Unfortunate. So, unfortunately, I have to climb through this level the old-fashioned way, and then climb back down. That is not what I wanted to do, so that's not good. Let's just slide on down. There we go. I got the midway. This is the intended way to get this DK coin. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to die and come back because over to the left there is where there's a bonus, and you can't get to it without having two Kongs. So what I'm gonna do is just do that and fall to my death. Yeah. Probably not gonna get a, yeah, as you can see, there's some stuff there. Oh, I guess I could have done that. Done that as my way to fly over. Oh well, is what it is. Alright, and this is just another, like, climb the honey type bonus. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Oh, yeah. That's not what I wanted. Alright. Now we get to rampage through the stage. I love the Ramby section of this level. It's just fun. Unfortunately, there's a weird, like, piece of terrain there or something. It doesn't let you keep the charge through that section. Nope. Alright, so technically there's a giant queen. The king bee is actually chasing us right now. you can't see him because I went too fast. Yeah, so, geez. So this level, or so this bonus, you may think it might be faster to do a charge up. It's actually not. It's actually faster just to hold Y and run. Alright. There's Ramby Rumble, and now we get to kill the King Bee. So, his hitbox is a bit annoying because you gotta hit him in his little stinger there. I'm a little extra cautious with the, oh, well. Remember how I said I was extra cautious? You want to kind of keep him close to the bottom of the screen. Because when he dies, you want him close to the bottom so that way he despawns faster. Wow. So still got some time save. By some miracle. Alright. Gloomy Gulch. World 3. Or 5. I don't know what I'm thinking. 3. What was wrong with me? So the gimmick of this level, as you can tell, is ghostly ropes. They spawn and despawn, or appear and disappear, I should say. Come on, red guy, get out of my way. Thank you. There's a thing. Yep. Yeah, that's where the DK. There it is. All right. That's a DK coin I know I missed a lot. And a bonus. It was a little gutsy to do it that way, but it ended up paying off. This is a very, very boring bonus because it's just, you know, throw the box at the unkillable bee repeatedly. There's not much of a challenge to it other than time. Pretty straightforward. That's unfair. I'll go ahead and kill that guy just because, like, these other ropes will be in the process of despawning. So I need time, you know, gotta kill the time anyway, so might as well, right? We're gonna grab this. That bonus can be a little tough to get into, especially, I know it was when I was a kid. The actual bonus itself isn't too difficult, you know, as long as you jump fairly quickly. Okay. That was a little close. So there's a G right there, in case you were wondering. Yep. That guy just gets in your way just enough that you can't, there we go. Wasn't sure if I had the airborne state. Haunted Hall, another auto-scroller. This one I can actually jump the entire car, unlike the first one, not unlike the first cart level. And this one also has got the timers and the Cackle, I think is his name. So there's two bonuses up here. We'll basically, we're going to go do the one. It's going to spit us out backwards, and then we're going to get to do the second one. All this one is basically you I personally hold Y and right and kind of jump up this a bit. Get that, and then it flies you backwards. Nothing too crazy. The next one I know the community has called the Super Mario 64 bonus, because to collect the stars, and if you notice in the top left it says 120 stars, just like Super Mario 64. Alright. Yeah, the gimmick of this level is that each of the sections has the plus and minus barrels that you have to make sure you hit the right ones, obviously, to increase the timer so that Cackle doesn't just knock out one of your Kongs. That's what happens when the timer hits 0, is Cackle just insta-kills one of your Kongs. You just take a hit of damage, right? Nothing too crazy. This particular one, it's all minus barrels. There's not a single plus barrel in it, so it's mainly just avoiding. I think you can hit one. You can hit one of them. You can hit one of the barrels and still make it out without getting hurt. But I like to be. I screwed up. I'm gonna take a. I'm just gonna take a death. That jump into that middle section, that's where the last bonus level is of the level. And it's I think it's a fairly precise jump. It can be a bit annoying, for sure. It's a bit of an annoying jump to try and make. There we go. I usually almost always screw up that jump. So in the previous one we had 1, 2, 3, 4 jump. This is the same thing except a lot faster. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and bada bing bada boom. You can actually jump over that. I have jumped over that bonus barrel, or that bonus coin once before by accident. All right, so this last section is going to be a combination of red and of both the plus and minus barrels. They like to sometimes keep them kind of close together so that you accidentally hit some. There we go. Now if you notice we didn't get a DK coin, that's because it's down here. There we go. Dusty Glade. This level can be... Anytime you see those... Oh. In DKC2, and I think even in... Is there a level in 3? Pardon me. I think there's a level in 3 that's the same type of deal, where if you ever see a level and it has these leaves kind of floating around, you can basically guarantee that the level is going to have wind. Or the section that you're in is going to have wind, I should say, more accurately. I thought that was pointless. I couldn't remember. My brain was just not working correctly. This is probably one of the easier of the levels with wind in it. Easier level with wind, as I proceed to butcher it. I think the wind's gonna push me backwards, right? Yeah. So you'll notice there's a bonus that I missed. I'm not worried about it because of this. So because of the fact that I have Dixie, I can basically fly all the way back over. If I had Diddy, there was no hope. I would have had to jump off into a pit so that I could preserve both Kongs and to be able to get back to this. to get back to that bonus. You can get Rattly in this level. He was back towards the beginning, but one of you two die. Can't remember which one it is. Yep. And now I need you to die. Need to throw that up there. Bam. This bonus level just kind of sucks, honestly. I'm not a fan of it. I think that is the best I've ever done that bonus level, and I still think I did it poorly. So in these sections, you kind of want to, you know, in those areas right there, you want to jump almost as soon as the you want to jump almost as soon as the wind stops. And there's basically going to be another section of that coming up where it's using barrels instead of using the hooks. But it's the same general principle of you just want to be jumping pretty much as soon as the wind changes direction. Because you get the boost, like the wind will change kind of a little bit earlier than what it looks like it's changing. I screwed that up. Completely blanked on where I was in the level. I forgot about the what? Alright, well that's fine. Because I'm gonna get a Kong back anyway. And I kinda wanted Dixie in the front anyway for that section. You can do it with Diddy, and the people with better speedrunning times than me do use Diddy for that section. I'm not confident. Oh, that was bad. I thought the wind was going to change sooner. I mistimed that. Man. That could have been really bad if I'd picked up that crate again. There we go. There we go. Woo! There we go. So you want to stay up here because then you can just kind of hover over this whole section and skip a bunch of that next section there. There we go. And head of the level. All right, parachute. DK coin. I don't have this level as memorized as I need to of the positioning of where everything is at. So I'm definitely not as good at finishing it off as others are. You'll see a lot of when the speedrunners do this. The gimmick of this level, obviously, as you can tell, is that we have squawks, and squawks, or this isn't squawks, this is quawks. I think they called them quawks. Can't remember what they call them. But basically, that squawks can't flap up. He can only fall down slowly. They actually give him his own unique ability in DKC2 where he can pick up barrels. But all he can do is fall down, basically go straight down. And he goes down more slowly. You can kind of increase and decrease how fast he's going down. Hold down and make him go faster. And there is a you know, if you know exactly where to fall at, you can kind of like, you can see like I'm taking some spots where I'm just hopping off of him to make myself fall just a bit faster. Bonus over here. I almost forgot about. Heck. Oh, that was terrible. Fortunately, it doesn't spawn me too far back, so I can quickly get back up here. Bugs me that I'm making such rudimentary mistakes. Not mean to jump to that barrel. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to skip that Lost World level. We're going to come back to that one last. That is Fiery Furnace. This is, what is this one? Webwoods. A infamously hard level in the speedrun. This is probably one of the most brutal. I can't remember the exact frame window, but basically the DK coin is at the very end of the level on the goal. This is the one I mentioned earlier, where it's right at the end. And because of it being right at the end of the level, it's more difficult to get. But in addition to just being in general more difficult to get, they, unlike the last level where it was on the goal pole, they made it so that the DK coin is only on screen for a few frames. So you have like, I want to say it's like a 15 frame window or something like that to yeah, so the reason why I did that, the reason why I put that platform there is because you bonk your head on the ceiling there. Yep, so now we get to escort this little cannonball back on over to reveal our bonus. Boom, there we go. And we'll get to do that again in another part of the level. So the other reason why this level is so difficult is in the speedrun is that a lot of the the good runners, I should say, not that, when I say good runners, I don't mean shade against anybody who runs this game, saying that anybody is bad. I'm really just trash talking myself. But they can do there's a double jump that you can do with Squitter. Where you're basically damage boosting off the bees. So here's where I'm talking about, where it's only on frame. See, I didn't get it. I rarely miss it, but now I gotta go back into the level before I fight Crow, which is gonna eat up more time because now I gotta go through this whole level again just to get another attempt at that bonus. So that's what really sucks about this level, is that if you screw it up, it hurts. Screwing up hurts it big time. I think Rare knew how difficult this level was by the fact that right at the midpoint, they're like, here, have a Kong barrel, you're gonna need it. There we go. There we go. I thought it was a little too early there, but we got it. Alright, so now we go to Crow 2. Crow wants his revenge. So there's a lot of ghost Ghost guy's there. One other thing that I know can happen, although I've never had it happen before, in this run, is you can actually outrun Crow on one of the climbs. I can't remember if it's the first climb or the second climb. I think it's the Ow. That's unfortunate. Playing jump rope with the crows. $231. All right, K rules keep. This is a little bit of a tough section of the level, or of the game. It contains probably the hardest, the entrance to the Lost World level for this world is probably the most difficult in the casual run, or in the casual playthrough of it. I know for me it was probably the hardest level that I ever had to play casually, but no. All right. Go ahead and just grab this midway. Excuse me. There's the DK coin. It's not here, it's in the next section. I always screw that up because I think that's the section where the it's actually right here. Where we lose in guard and we have our bonus level. This is another one where they take the crate and you gotta bust it open. That was a little ballsy. I had the other Kong in the lead, it wouldn't have been as bad. Alright, so like I said, we skipped that that other Lost World level because we go to this one first, and then we save the other one for... Oh. I just completely forget to move over. Here we go. So this is Animal Antics. This is the Lost World level that utilizes all of the animal buddies in the game. Rammy section is very, very simple. You just do a charge attack, few important jumps, and you're done. And guard section is also pretty well the same. There's not much to it. Just, you know, try to avoid getting hit and just keep on pushing. I obviously failed the avoid getting hit part. I'm gonna have to take this next little bit a little slower. Now we're going to switch to Squitter. And that's also where the midpoint is, so we don't have to do those easy sections anymore. Now we get the harder sections. Pogo guys are kind of annoying. Try to catch you off guard there. Here's where the bonus is. Whoop, right over the edge. Almost at the end of the squitter section. And this one is a destroy them all. You can see. Where we switch from squitter to squawks. And then back again. Back to squitter. Don't worry, we'll get to see squawks again because, like I said, all the animal buddies are in this section. And in fact, this next section is the bane of any casual player's existence. It was the bane of my existence when I played this game as a kid. Because as you may have noticed, there are leaves flying around and brambles. Which means we're about to have a windy bramble section. And it's with squawks, which means we're flying while it's windy, as you can see. Not want to take damage there. And that was bad. Not taking damage the first part, I would have been fine in that part, because I could have just damage boost. I was gonna just damage boost through and get that barrel. Unfortunately, that means we have to start all the way back here in the squitter section. And shit. Also not what I wanted to have happen. Alright. I think there's a we should be fine. There's a yep, Kong barrel right at the beginning. Good. Alright, take two. When I first started speedrunning, this is the level that I dreaded the most when I chose 102%, because I remember how frustrating it was as a kid. Yep. No worries there. We made it through, and now we've got the Rattly section. Didn't want to take that damage there at the end, but we'll make do. That was close. Missed that. We're done with that level. Alright, so that's 3 out of the 4 Lost World stages that are now done. Now we proceed to Windy Well. You'll see that, once again, our lovely, lovely friend the wind is here. However, the wind in this level is not near as bad. It's actually an updraft. So in this level, the gimmick, obviously, as you can tell, is that, you know, we have to ride the winds. Didn't grab it fast enough. You have to ride the winds up the stage without getting hit, and it does create some interesting dynamics with, you know, the movement. I do kind of like how the movement is in this level. It's hard. as is to be expected from any... That's not what I wanted to do. Actually, yeah, that is. Give me you. Okay, so... No. Egg flabbing. Not what I wanted to do. Alright. Well, we'll just come back to it. There's a bonus back there that I wanted to get. Never get the roll off there to work correctly. We'll just have to remember to re-enter the level. There's a bonus at that section, and now that I got the midpoint barrel, I'm not going back, so... Nope, that's not where I thought I was. Dang it. Oh well. Not where I thought I was at. That's okay. I still think time-wise, I'm doing pretty well overall. So I could have damage boosted through there and not worried about it, but this is where the DK coin's at, hiding over here. And up we go. Alright, one zinger there. You gotta make sure you're centered on that platform, otherwise the wind will cut out on you. And that's no fun. Nope. There are some damage boosts in this level that I think you can use to skip whole sections, but again, I don't. I haven't practiced them, so I don't know where exactly they are. Okay. You may be like, oh, where's Squawks? Here you go. Oh, I need him. That guy's in my way. There we go. Alright, so now we have a Squawks. So this is where I was talking about, like, the Kongs count as part of Squawks' hitbox for collecting stuff like the stars and bananas and coins and stuff like that, but they don't count as part of the box for damage purposes. Alright, so like I said, I gotta go back in that level to get the last bonus. Wow. I hate the start of this level because those two little ants are so annoying. If I can't, there we go. Alright. There's Dixie. Keep on climbing. Go around this guy. Go up. Go up again. I think right here is where the damage... I think that's where the damage boost is. I guess you just skip that section. I can't remember. It doesn't feel like it because there shouldn't be anything there, right? Yep. Yep, and this is where the bonus is. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. Means a lot. So thanks for stopping by. If you are enjoying watching me be like an idiot, feel free to follow. Castle Crush. This is a pretty infamous level. So there is a trick to this level that allows you to kind of skip the whole thing. So if you notice, there's a DK barrel right here. There's a setup that you can use to where you can basically get into Ramby, take damage, and you basically warp out of the whole level in the any % run. 102, I think, does the same thing, but there's also one where you basically kind of keep the barrel a little bit longer through the level and do a precise sort of thing where you get an invisible... You basically get an invisible object, where you basically drop the barrel and quickly pick it back up, but the barrel breaks in the process. called creating an invisible object. And when you create the invisible object, you're then mucking around with the game's memory, and it can create some really, really wonky things to happen. One of those wonky things is that you can get the end game, the goal at the end of the level to get warped down to you. Some other things that you can have. Oh shoot, that was stupid of me. Some other really crazy things that you can do are actually game breaking. You can crash your Super Nintendo with some of the other things that you can spawn. You basically create a really glitched sprite, and you start moving around, and then it just completely fries the game. You can break a console with it. So it's why it's a trick I will not attempt. It is a trick that I'm flat out terrified to attempt. I have attempted it on a SD to SNES where I could lock the save file, and I was using there's a practice hack for the game. I was using the practice hack for the game, and I had a backed up version of the save file, so there was no real worry with me losing the save. I could recover it, but I was even then I was terrified to attempt it because of the fact that it can potentially break the Super Nintendo. It is also a very hard. The one used in any percent for sure is a hard trick to do. It's a harder skip with the invisible object, which it basically involves a wrong warp, using the invisible object to wrong warp out of the level. And you may think, well, wait a minute, why would you wrong warp out of the level if you have to do the bonuses because you're playing 102%? Well, the reason why is that it is actually faster to skip the level, to use the wrong warp or the invisible barrel glitch to get the goal pole brought down to you. It's actually faster to do that and then come back into the level and replay it and go to the bonuses and get the coin, get the DK coin, than it is to play the entire level all the way through. So I always thought it was kind of an interesting thing. I think I can get up here too, can I? So unfortunately, I gotta wait for the floor to catch up because I can't go any higher. You might be able to actually there. I think you can. Oh, I disagree. I was spitting. So there's the DK coin. As a safety measure, I'm gonna take that. Oh, that doesn't matter. Never mind. Alright, so this bonus isn't too bad of a bonus. It's simply don't get crushed by the ceiling. Don't get sandwiched between the floor and the ceiling, and you're good. There we go. Oop. Got a little nervous there because I thought I might have hit him too early. Yep, so all that was survival because there's there's my DK barrel that I need to get Dixie back. Basically get to play a little jump rope with the bees. Grab this, use that to kill him. This is a bit of an annoying jump rope area, but not unmanageable. Ah, that was stupid of me. Unlike the previous one, I don't actually have to play jump rope with those bees. You just kind of leave them alone. Alright, so that's Castle Crush. Yep. Alright, so now we got clappers. This level took me a while to remember that there is this area up here. Many of my early speedrun attempts, I would forget this, and I was like, why am I missing? What am I missing? I know I'm missing a DK coin and a bonus. And it was this one. It was always this one, which the bonus itself is kind of annoying. It's not that hard. You have another throw up there. Team throw, not throw up. We're not puking here. So, the gimmick with this one is that Clapper will freeze the water for us so that we can walk on it. In sections, because our lovely friend, that annoying red... Whee! Our lovely friend, the annoying red, or pink, not pink, he's purple. Lockjaw will chomp on our booty. And we don't want that. We don't want our booty chomped on. Just getting caught up. There we go. Alright, so on to the next section after that bonus. There's our midway. I do find it funny how they did kind of incorporate the whole like sliding underneath of underneath the bees thing. Like, I thought that was kind of cool. All right, so I still second guess myself on that level, but we're good. All right, so chain link chamber here. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad on my part. But it's just this level and one other one, both of which I'm not terribly concerned about. I don't care for this level that much. Yeah, not much to say about this level, honestly. It's a long vertical level. Here's the first bonus. We take this guy and go into there. That's the first. This is the first of the bonus levels for this one. This bonus is a little laggy. But yeah, this one, it's all about precise jumps that I like to cheese a little bit with, or at least make a little bit simpler with Dixie. we have a short little section there. Yo, Thunderkins, appreciate the follow, man. Ooh, dang it. That was bad. Bad thing is that I was being a little bit too fast in that section, because right there is where the midway is, so I was being greedy. Alright, one of these I think it's this one. Nope. Oh, one of these had a DK barrel in them. Oh, it's where you leave from that does. Alright. Not a huge deal. I did not expect to not get hit by that bee there. That's kind of crazy. Someone should clip that. That's what I thought. I knew I was missing something. Yeah, so that one you want to kind of get through as much of the level as you possibly can quickly while you have that invincibility. This section is kind of annoying because the camera doesn't like to scroll very far over to the left. Got another. There's our DK coin. Now we get to pay those gentlemen that were firing those a visit. All right. Now we have to stay over here to the side, wait for these guys to pass. Now what they intend for you to do is let those guys chase you, but we ain't got time for that. Especially when we can fall down faster than they can fall down. Oop. Oops. Fortunately, if you don't have any bananas, those guys can't really do anything. They just basically act like regular old green clobbers. Alright, so that's chain link. Now we have toxic tower. This is another one of the very difficult levels when playing this game casually. But this is a level that really shows the strength of, or the vertical climbing at least ability of our good friend Bradley here. Yeah, me too, man, me too. Like, this was the level I would always get to, and then I would dread because I would never be able to get past it. That was a little close for comfort. Get my charge up. Go. Honestly, once we get past the Ratley section, this is smooth sailing. This level's not that bad once you get past this, once you get past the Ratley section. And there we go. Now we're in the Squawk section. We've reached the midpoint barrel, which is also nice. There's my other Kong back. And bonus. That bonus isn't too bad. It's a pretty simple and straightforward bonus. I think there's a, banana thing there. Did I forget something? Nope, got it all. All right. And then this is where they fake you out. Bam. Yo, thanks for the follow there, Fluffy Doodles. Appreciate that. So that's a good. We dropped to 7 minutes off the PB, but not too many seconds. Only 16 seconds off of some of best. So I'm surprised this is going as well as it is. Go back. I need to have Dixie for this level. I need both Kongs for this whole level. Yeah, we're just gonna take that. Thank you. There's a moonwalk trick that you can do there to get rid of there you. Oh, jeez. This could be bad. Ah, crap. Yeah, I'd give it a try if you got the time, Fluffy, because that's basically where I was. This was, like I said, this is a game that I grew up on as a kid, and I started watching speedruns of it. The first speedrun I watched was, God, how long has it been? It was Void doing it at, I can't remember which GDQ it was. I want to say it was back in 2016. I'm just gonna take this a little bit slow. Kill him. There we go. If I can get past him, it's not a problem. Yeah, then I'm. Although I will recommend that if you guys do want to learn this speedrun, make it easy on yourself. The any percent is significantly easier than 102. See, I screwed up that. But yeah, any percent is a lot easier of a run than 102 is, so I would highly recommend that you learn any percent first. Learn from my mistake. You can technically do this first part just as Diddy. This whole bonus you can do as Diddy, but I'm not very good at that, so. Yeah, when I first did my run, Thunderkins, my first 102 run, I've skipped a lot of the bonuses. I forgot where a lot of them were. Not really worried about that. But I forgot a lot of where a lot of the bonuses were. Yeah, we're just gonna skip him. So, if you didn't know, you can just skip the entire, you can effectively skip the whole race against that dum-dum by kind of somewhat precisely flying over top of him there. And basically, I think what happens is that the screen doesn't scroll properly, or it doesn't lock into place properly. And when that happens, it basically causes you to not have to race him, which is nice. Oh, that was bad. A little bit slower. There. Ooh, that was close. should be dead there. Okay. Low, go up. Oh, that was bad. I got hit. I'm hit. That's alright. We get to do the skip again. I think yep, I can still get that bonus. So effectively, I have unlimited attempts at this, but okay, so I screwed it up that time. But it's a good thing I've already got the DK coin, because that means I don't have to worry about that with since I'm actually racing this idiot now. Dang it. And I got another one up. Oh, trying to go too fast. I'm just gonna keep grabbing that one up because it's a yeah, it's got to be something to do with how the screen scrolls there. If it doesn't scroll properly, you effectively don't have to worry about racing Screech. I go down this way. Kind of just exploring at this point. Oh yeah, that is a bit of a skip. Okay. Alright. Neat. Did not know that skip was there. Lower. There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. Up. Ooh, there we go. Learning new things. That's all this is. That is honestly all it really is when it comes to, for me at least, when it comes to these runs, is it's all about learning. And here we go, K-Rule 1. So the big goal with the K-Rule fight, from what I've been told from other runners, is that you kind of want to go with what they call dustless, which means you want the minimum amount of dust coming out of his, or the particle effect coming out of the blunderbuss when you throw the cannonball at his big dumb face. Give me my cannon. Whoop. Boing. Moonwalking. Moonwalking. That's the thing about this fight, is it's just because it's all about it's all about the pattern memorization and everything. It's all, you know, repetitive. Whew. So I'm going to use Dixie now. To avoid those clouds. Blue cloud freezes you in place. I don't know if there's actually a way for you to avoid it. The next cloud is the red one, and kind of makes you move like super slow. It's like slow motion. And it may seem like those were really easy to dodge, but with the red cloud in effect, you actually move so slowly that you can't just jump straight up in the air to dodge them. Purple reverses controls. A staple of DKC. You want Diddy in the front for this part. Yeah, this one, the purple one, is that the one you're referring to, Thunderkins? You want to keep Diddy for this section because he can actually outrun K. Rool. You can just basically hold. You can basically just sit in that corner and hold left. All right, and that's K. Rool 1. So what's going to happen at this point is the game's going to go to. It's going to run through, Cranky's going to run his mouth, and it's going to go to the credits. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick, and I'm going to reset once the credits, right before the credits start rolling, so that we can actually finish the last 2 levels. So I will be right back, guys. Woohoo! Yeah, so this this part is sort of what you take as like a quick little stretch break, you know, restroom break, all that jazz. While you wait for Cranky to finish running his mouth. There's nothing that you can do to really speed this section up. So, but once it fades to the credits, I'll reset. Alright, so let's get ready for this reset. There we go. Probably could have did it a little bit sooner, but just wanted to be safe. Getting through all that stuff, that's what triggers a save. So you'll see I'm at 95%. So now we go back down to Gloomy Gulch to do the last level and to test whether or not this cartridge is a 102 cartridge. Fiery Furnace. So this level, it's kind of fun to play, I'm not gonna lie. But there's a trick in which I'm gonna get this barrel and hopefully get it for the rest of the, nope, screwed it up. Alright, so I'm not gonna be able to do it, so I'm gonna have to play the level normally. Alright, no big deal. There's a trick where you can basically get that barrel indefinitely, and then scroll the screen, or cause the screen to start scrolling rapidly, and basically you end up at the end of the level. However, that only works in the one. Well, it's not that they can't do it. You can use any version of the game to do the 102 run. It's more like the ideal version because of the trick in this level is the 1.0 version of the game. I'm not really worried about dying too much on this level because my PB had a ton of deaths on it, so nope, that wasn't it. All right. Yeah, there's a trick in this level which if I obviously didn't get it, but I'll try and show it off after the run. If I end up beating the level in a reasonable time, I'll try and show off the trick. Wow, that was a weird hitbox. Alright, so we got the midway. So since I've got the midway now, there's no chance of me reattempting it during this run, but yeah, honestly, if you're looking to learn 102, play it with any version. It doesn't really matter. There's not much differences between the versions. It's just, like I said, there's a particular trick in the 1.0 version of the game, just for insurance purposes. I don't have the, well, I think I just screwed myself, because I don't think it's now possible for me to get the bonus. Unless there is a... Yep, I screwed up. I'm making too many mistakes here. Go. I spent so much time practicing the trick that I make a lot of mistakes when I can't use the, when I actually have to play this level through to the end the normal way. Like I said, I'm getting that just simply for the insurance. There's the G. Alright, so there's the extra life, in case I screw up again. Yeah, I want to finish this run because I'm on a pretty good pace right now. So I'm not going to attempt the other trick for this level, or for this bonus. That would also help me determine whether or not this cartridge is a 1.0 version. Take it nice and steady. I could have went... Come on, come on. There we go. Come on, B, get out of my way. Good. And it's good that I have Dixie in the lead, because this is one of the few cases where you're forced to hit one of those posts. Alright, so now we got K Rule 2. K Rule 2. I might beat my sum of best. My sum of best is now sub 230, so that's good. So this K Rule fight, he's only gonna take one hit, but it's gonna take a little bit longer to get to that one hit. Nope. Yep, I screwed up. I should still be good. So close. And I gotten it there because that was basically the last hit for him. There we go. Whew. Playing a little jump rope with K-Rool here. Ah, that was bad. Should be able to get it with Dixie though. Because her glide lets me kind of correct for this one, which is what I died on. Oh, kidding me. Threw it just a few frames too early. That's a darn shame. All right. Almost. Got it. Had I not thrown it just a bit too early, I would have. It would have been a sick PB. Dude. Nope. I almost always end up losing the Kong on this fight. I almost died there because I wasn't paying attention. Looking at chat. Come on. Come on, K-Rool. This time I'm getting it, for sure. Whew. 238.49. I'm happy with that. 12, almost 13 minutes off of my old PB. Got my sum of best down to under 2 minutes or 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I'm pretty happy by that, for sure. Oh, that feels good. Thanks for the GGs. Cranky's Video Game Heroes. Oh man, well that feels good. I've still got some work to do, definitely have some places I can improve on. Few places where I definitely screwed up and I need to work on. Yo, thanks for the follow, Chris, appreciate that.